the big cake, and deservedly so. You got to step up in games like this. If you're a youngster, Matt Duchene, this could be one of the key games of your career. It's certainly something he'll be able to hang his hat on to this point in his young NHL career. We know that he has certainly a long road ahead of him, but he can say that, hey, we were able to slay the dragon that was the Chicago Blackhawks. And now O'Reilly comes back into the fold. He's signed. He's under contract. He comes in with a big game. Stastny, a very talented player. He steps up. Parenteau, who they signed and paid a lot of money to as an unrestricted free agent in the offseason, who's played very well this season as well, I might add. He pays dividends. So this is what you expect. Those are the guys that have to carry the freight when you're going up against any team, let alone the best team in the league.
Speaking of the best team in the league, who impressed you the most during this streak on that Chicago Blackhawks team?
Wow, that's a tough one. You know what? It's really difficult to nail it down to one guy. I think all season long, I'd say Patrick Kane, just based on what he's been able to come through with the offseason surgery and being able to redefine his game and come back and rediscover the skills that we've seen from him so far. I would say beyond him, though, I really love the goaltending story. I really do. For Corey Crawford, there were questions abound. And tonight aside, there were questions abound from all of us. Everybody was wondering if he'd be able to rediscover the form that he showed as a rookie. He's done that to this point in the season. And the Ray Emery story, one of the most inspirational stories you'll find in all of sports, not only for the on-ice performance and setting the record and being a part of this great tandem, but more on the humanistic side, what he's been able to overcome from the injury that he had.
What about a player that put their name on the map during this streak? We saw so many depth players contributing for the Chicago Blackhawks, but who would you pinpoint as maybe being one that whose name is more recognizable after this streak?
I would say Saad. I really like what I've seen from both him and Shaw. Very young players, extremely explosive, tons of speed that they're able to bring to this Hawks lineup. But I'd say Saad, the Pittsburgh native's done a great job fitting into the National Hockey League. He played last season in the OHL for Saginaw. Check his numbers and what he was able to run last year as an OHL player. Extremely impressive. To fit into this group with this much talent and an original six market as a young player, extremely impressive. Especially up front, we've seen it from Dougie Hamilton in Boston and his seamless transition. But Saad is a guy that really wasn't even in my radar, even though he played in the OHL. For him to come in this way, he's been awesome so far.
The Colorado Avalanche have snapped a 24 consecutive games with a point streak for the Chicago Blackhawks. 6-2 is the